Hi, Natalie Walker here. I'm just going to quickly give you the lowdown on the ASBox. So I'm part of a skating group here in Brighton called the Brighton Skate, and we go around town blasting out tunes and skating around, and we blast out this music out of these backpack speakers we call ASBoxes. So not an ASBO, it's an ASBox. And my friends of the group have been developing these ASBoxes for years. So they've tried various different shapes and sizes, different types of subs, and they got it quite down. And they use wood to basically hold the subs and all of the components on the inside. Now, I find it very heavy to skate with such a big wooden box on my back. I found I was overbalancing quite easily. And I just came to a lull in my work. And so I proposed to redesign these ASBoxes, or just the shell on the outside, and make it out of ABS. So I had a vacuum former in my co-working space, and it could handle up to 5 millimeters of sheet ABS. So basically you can melt it into any, and you can vacuum form it into any shape. So I wanted to make this out of plastic, and there was obviously a big thing in my mind that there's a really big sound difference between plastic and wood. Wood makes it sound so much better. But we had Sonos speakers in each of the co-working areas, and the sound out of these Sonos speakers is immense. You get rich, bassy sound coming out of them. And I just wanted to replicate it because the outside of these Sonos speakers are made of grilled metal. The bass does not come from the grilled metal, it comes from components on the inside. So I found a guy on YouTube that actually broke down one of these Sonos speakers and gave us a list of the materials that were in there. And when I saw the list, I was like, oh, okay, that's why it sounds so good. My concept now was to replicate what materials were being used on the inside of the Sonos speaker and put it onto the ASBox, and just have the outer shell just being like almost in a sense the grill of the Sonos speaker. Yeah, I had my materials. I knew what they needed to be made out of to allegedly get that sound. So the plan was to break down our ASBox, reverse engineer it onto Solidworks, redesign the shell, and make a mold to 3D print. So the idea is that you make a mold on the inside of the shell. So I 3D print the mold, then I put the mold in the vacuum former, get some sheet ABS plastic, and then that can get melted onto the mold. Then obviously take the whole assembly out, take the mold out, and you allegedly should have your shell. So that was my plan. They'll be needing some holes drilled for screws and what have you. And I'd probably just give it to the skate group to decorate in their hippy-dippy unicorn glitter stuff, whatever they do. But none of this actually went forward because I ended up picking up some more work. So unfortunately, I didn't get to action plan any of it. But nonetheless, it was still a really good reverse engineering exercise. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to hear from you soon.